Hi students, today we shall discuss the first chapter, trigonometry. I think you have learned this trigonometry chapter in 10th standard. So trigonometry is all about measuring a triangle, okay, or measuring sides of triangle and angles of triangle. Okay, so that is the meaning of trigonometry. So metry means measuring the sides of triangle. Trigonometry is based on some functions of angles known as trigonometric functions or circular functions. Okay, so that you have studied in 10th standard, that is sine x, cos x, etc. Okay, so all these things. So here we'll start with the first term, that is angle. Okay, in trigonometry the first concept is about angle. Okay, from I think primary and high school itself, you are familiar with angles, right? Like drawing 30, 60, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree. All these angles you have drawn using protractor, correct? 30 degree, 60 degree and 45 degree. Okay, here we shall discuss how 1 degree is defined, okay, or 30 degree is defined. So we shall discuss actual definition of angle. Okay, so that is, whenever you consider angle, you see two lines, correct? So that is like this. So here we write the value. Okay, suppose if I consider OA as initial line, OA is initial line, and if it makes some rotation, right? So this is initial position of OA, and after some rotation, keeping this point fixed, it reaches here, the point B. So this portion here we write the angle. So it is nothing but amount of rotation. So how much you have rotated the line OA to reach the position OB. So therefore angle is nothing but amount of rotation, okay, made by a line from with respect to its initial position. Okay, so this is called initial side, and this is terminal side, and this is angle. Okay, so this is the actual definition of angle. So that is amount of rotation made by line with respect to its initial position. Okay, so amount of rotation, and angles are denoted by angle AOB like this, or AOB like this. Okay, these are the two notations for to represent an angle. In trigonometry, suppose if I consider a line OA, then okay, this is the initial position of line OA. Okay, if it rotates anti-clockwise and reaches this position, so that is it rotated anti-clockwise direction, then this amount of rotation is considered as positive angle. Okay, and suppose this initial line rotates in the clockwise direction, if it moves like this, then we consider it as negative angle. Okay, especially in trigonometry. And if it does not move, we consider it as zero angle. Okay, so this is positive angle, negative angle, and this is zero angle. Okay, next we shall discuss measurement of angles. Okay, so far up to I think high school, we have learned measurement of angles is in terms of degree, correct? Like 30 degree, 60 degree you have studied. But so in mathematics there are three more units, that is apart from degree. So we have grade system and radian system. Okay, so there are three different units for measuring angle. Okay, so first one is degree measure. So degree measure is nothing but if a line rotates OA, so in this direction, if it completes one complete rotation, okay, one complete rotation, a circle, then this one complete rotation is divided into 360 equal parts like this. Okay, so complete rotation is divided into 360 equal parts, and one part, so each part is considered as 1 degree. Okay, so that is about how degree is defined. We divide it into 360 equal parts, and each equal parts are considered as 1 degree. So if you consider 2 equal parts, then it will be 2 degree. So that is how 30 degree, 60 degree work. Okay, so this is about degree. Then 1 degree, so this is 1 degree, this is divided into 60 equal parts like this. Among degree only, in degree only, we divide it into 60 equal parts, and each part is considered as 1 minute. 1 minute. It is denoted by like this, 1 minute. Okay, so therefore 1 degree is equal to 1 degree is divided into 60 minutes. Okay, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes because we divide 1 degree into 60 equal parts. So you should know this also, 1 degree is equal to 60. Then 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. Okay, it is difficult to draw here, dividing 1 degree, 1 minute again into 60 part. So but we can divide it. So therefore 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. Okay, 60 equal parts, and each part is called 1 second. 1 second. So therefore 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. It is denoted like this. Okay, double bar. Single bar means minute, double bar second. So 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. Each part is called minute. Okay, so therefore 1 degree. So 1 degree is nothing but 1 by 360th, 1/360th part of a rotation. Okay, then 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So all this concept you should know. The second system is grade system. So in this system, the line, initial line OA, okay, so when it completes one rotation, it is divided into 400 equal parts. In the last case it was 360, but in the grade system it is divided into 400 equal parts, and each equal part is called 1 grade. Okay, 1 grade. So it is not that important. Important systems are degree system and radian system. Okay, and then 1 grade is divided into 100 equal parts, and each parts are called minutes. Okay, so therefore 1 gradient is equal to 100 minutes, and 1 minute is divided into again 100 equal parts, and each parts are called seconds. So therefore 1 minute is equal to 100 seconds. Okay, so that is about grade system. It is not that important, so just to go through, it is divided into 400, and remember these three concepts, that's all. Next system is radian system. Like in degree system we say 30 degree, 60 degree. So in radian also, so there is 1 radian, 2 radian, 5 radian, 30 radian, so like that. Okay, so how it is defined? So if you consider a circle of radius r, okay, OA, radius is nothing but distance of center from the circumference. Okay, so any distance you can consider, so let it be r. So if you consider a circle with radius r, and then angle subtended by arc, if I consider point AB here, so AB becomes arc. Okay, arc of circle. Then angle subtended by arc at the center of the circle, here angle subtends some angle. So this angle subtended by an arc of a circle whose length is equal to radius of the circle, then that measurement is called 1 radian. Okay, 1 radian, we write like this, C. So therefore 1 radian is nothing but angle subtended by an arc of a circle whose length is equal to radius of the circle. Okay, 1 radian. If radius and arc length is equal, then angle at the center will be equal to 1 radian. You can write this definition. Okay, that is, a radian is the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. Okay, so you can write this definition. So that is, angle AOB is equal to 1 radian. Okay, now we shall show that this radian measure is a constant, okay, that is independent of radius. So that means if you consider a bigger circle, then radius changes, right? So when radius changes, the radian measure does not change. So that we will prove now. Okay, so before going to that discussion, so we should know a note that, so whenever you consider a circle, so this measurement, if you measure this line, so from A to A, so that is called circumference. Okay, it is denoted by S, and diameter is nothing but 2 times radius. So from here to here, okay, so one straight line joins any 2 points on the circle and passes through center, so that is called diameter, and it is always 2 times r. If you consider ratio of circumference by diameter, that is always equal to constant for any circle. If you consider bigger circle also, this ratio is always constant, and that is equal to pi. I think you know about this pi. The value of pi is approximately 22/7, right? So therefore, so ratio of circumference by diameter is always equal to pi. So therefore, circumference S is equal to 2r. Taking 2r to right hand side, division becomes multiplication. So it is 2r into pi, or S is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, you should know this relation. So that we are going to use in the next theorem. Okay, this is the theorem, that is the radian is a constant angle. So in the examination they may ask you that prove that the radian is a constant angle, like this. Okay, so let us see the proof. So first you have to draw a circle. So let us consider a circle with center O and radius r. Okay, let this point be A. So then we have to consider a point somewhere here B, join O and B such that its measure is also equal to r. Okay, the construction that we have made here, that is center O and radius r and arc AB, length r, so that we have to write in words. Okay, so that is, consider a circle with center O and radius r, let B be a point on the circle with arc AB is equal to r. Okay, so if radius and arc length are equal, then angle made by this arc at the center will be 1 radian, right? So by the definition of radian, so therefore angle AOB is equal to 1 radian. Next step is to consider a point Y here such that YO is perpendicular to A, so that you have to write here. So that is like this, draw OY perpendicular to OA, so this is perpendicular sign. Okay, so next, so you have to consider a fact, that is arcs of, so here there are 2 arcs AB and AY. Okay, 2 arcs, so there is one more also, BY. So now if I consider AB and AY, so with respect to AB the angle is AOB, with respect to AY angle is AOY. Okay, so now since arcs of a circle are proportional to angles subtended by them at the center, okay, so that is arc AB divided by arc AY is always equal to angle AOB divided by angle AOY. So that is the meaning of they are proportional, so that you have to write here. So that is, you have to write like this, since arcs of a circle are proportional to the angle subtended by them at the center of the circle, we have, that is, you can write like this, angle AOB divided by angle AOY. So that is these two angles, AOB, AOY, two angles, is equal to, for AOB arc is AB, arc AB divided by, for second angle, this angle arc AY, arc AY. Okay, now so that is equal to angle AOB is nothing but 1 radian, so it is here. Okay, 1 radian divided by angle AOY. Angle AOY is a right angle right angle, correct? So that is 90 degree. Perpendicular means 90 degree and it is called right angle. So therefore we will keep as it is AOY. At the end we will write it as right angle. Then arc AB. What is arc AB? So arc AB is nothing but R. So its length is R divided by arc AY. Arc AY is 1/4 of complete rotation, correct? If you consider complete rotation here and you can divide it into 4 equal parts. In that AY will be one part. Okay, if you consider complete rotation, AY one part, from Y to here there will be same measurement, and from here to here one more same measurement, and from here to here. So therefore complete circumference is divided into 4 parts. In that AY is 1. Okay, so therefore AY is nothing but 1/4 of circumference. 1/4 into circumference, we can say. Okay, so that is 1 radian. So 1 radian divided by angle AOY as it is R, 1/4 into. So what is circumference? So circumference is nothing but 2 pi r. So in the note I have discussed that S is equal to 2 pi r, right? So S is nothing but circumference. So in place of circumference we can write 2 pi r. So therefore here I can cancel r and r. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So therefore 1 radian divided by angle AOY is equal to, here nothing means 1. If you cancel numerator and denominator, then remaining will be, so 1 will be remaining. Okay, then here so remaining is pi divided by this 2. Okay, so after this step, 1 radian divided by angle AOY, 1 radian is equal to, so pi by 2, it is in the denominator, so it becomes 2 by pi. So whenever you have fraction in the denominator, you have to take denominator of fraction to the numerator. Okay, so reciprocal into angle AOY. So it is here division, and if I take it to right hand side, so that means after equal sign it becomes multiplication. Division becomes multiplication. Okay, 1 radian is equal to 2 by pi into, this is nothing but a right angle. So that is, right angle means 90 degree, a constant. Okay, so now you can see here 2 is a number which is fixed. Okay, constant means the fixed. Okay, so pi is also, it has a fixed value, 22/7 approximate value, into a right angle is 90 degree, a fixed. So therefore, so all these numbers are constant. So therefore, so this answer is a constant, Okay, so this complete answer is a constant. That means 1 radian is a constant, right? So therefore the radian is a constant angle. Alright, so this is how you have to prove the theorem. Okay, this is the end of theorem. Okay, so this ends the theorem. So next we will make further discussion of this one, that is 1 radian is equal to 2 by pi into a right angle means 90 degree. Okay, so that is 1 radian is equal to 2 into 90, 180 degree divided by pi. So therefore 1 radian is equal to 180 divided by pi, 180 divided by 3.142 approximate value, correct? If you divide, approximately you are going to get 57.288 degree. Okay, so 180 divided by 3.142, so 57.288 degree approximate value you are going to get it. So that means 1 radian is equal to 57, almost 60 degree. 1 radian means. Okay, so in the same way, so if you consider this one here, 1 radian is equal to 180 degree divided by pi, and if you take this pi to left hand side, pi division becomes multiplication. Pi into 1 is pi, radians is equal to 180 degree. So therefore pi radians is equal to 180 degree. So if you multiply 2, it becomes 2 pi, 2 into 180 degree, that is equal to 360 degree. So So 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degree. What is 360 degree? It is a complete rotation of a line, correct? It's complete rotation. So therefore 360 degree complete rotation, in terms of degree it is 360, in terms of radian measure it is 2 pi radians. Okay, so that you should know 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degree. So now considering this one again, pi radians is equal to 180 degree. So dividing both side by 2, pi by 2 is equal to 180 divided by 2. What is 180 by 2? It is 90. So therefore 90 degree in terms of radians is equal to pi by 2 radians. Okay, 90 degree in terms of radian measure is equal to pi by 2. So similarly you can find 30 degree also. Okay, similarly you can find 30 degree etc. So that is pi radians is equal to 180 degree, correct? So if you consider pi by 3 radians, so what it becomes, dividing both side by same number, will not change the value. Okay, so that is equal to 3 ones are 3 6 are, so 60 degree. 60 degree is equal to pi by 3 radians. This is in degree measure, this is in radian measure. So therefore in general, if you want to convert degree to radian measure, so suppose if you want to know 30 degree in terms of radian, how to convert? Okay, so that we will write the formula here. Okay, here is the formula. Suppose if you want to convert a degree measure to radian measure, then this is the formula. For example, so you want to convert this 30 degree in terms of radians, then what you have to do, 30 degree, this is equal to pi by 180 degree into degree measure. What is degree measure? 30 degree, correct? That is equal to, you can cancel here 0 0, 3 ones are 3 6 are, pi by 6. So therefore 30 degree is equal to pi by 6 radians. Yes, in the same way, if you want to convert 45 degree, so 45 degree to radian, then you have to make use of this formula, pi by 180 into degree measure. So what degree measure you want to convert to radians? So 45 you have to write here. Okay, so now 9 5s are 9 2s are 5 1s are 5 4s are, so that is equal to pi by 4, right? So pi by 4 radians, 45 degree is equal to pi by 4 radians. Okay, so next we shall discuss how to convert radian measure to degree measure. So radian to degree measure. Okay, suppose you want to convert pi radians, so you want to find what is the degree measure of pi radians. Pi radians equal to what degree? Okay, so then pi radians is equal to, you have to write this formula, 180 divided by pi into which radian measure? So it is radian measure, so which one? Pi. So you can cancel pi, that is equal to remaining 180 degree. So therefore pi radians means 180 degree. In the same way, suppose you want to find 2 pi by 3 radians, you want to convert this to degree measure. Okay, then make use of this formula, 180 divided by pi into radian measure. What radian measure? 2 pi by 3. You can cancel pi. So every time when you convert radian measure to degree measure, pi will get cancelled. Okay, 3 ones are 3 6 are. So therefore that is equal to, in the denominator only 1, 60 into 2 numerator 120 degree, divided by 1, no need to write. Okay, so therefore 2 pi by 3 radians is equal to 120 degree. Okay, so this is how you convert radian measure to degree measure. Okay, using about two formulas you can find these values, that is you can convert 75 degree 150 degree into radian measure, and try to convert these radian measures into degree measures. Okay, try yourself and you can send me the answer. And also please write all these discussions so in your fair notes. Okay, thank you.